This weather on both sides of the state line. Emily Rittman is riding in the mobile storm tracker near Atchison. Nathan Vickers is in Excelsior Springs, where they're still cleaning up from the last storm. But we begin here with our meteorologist, Gary Amble, who has our first look at the radar. Gary?
Well, it's going to be an active night, no question about it, and you'll begin to see lightning flashes. I'm already seeing a few of those in the northern sky right now as these storms are pushing in toward the metro. Leading edge of this now is right up there along that 435 loop on the north end of the city, but this is a long line of thunderstorms. And all the way out here into the northeast corner, it's outside of our viewing area, moving in towards Kirksville. There is another tornado warning on that particular portion of the storm. It's all straight line winds, though, moving into the city. Clay County, Clinton County, Jackson County, Platte County, all under a severe thunderstorm warning. That now will go until 10:30 as these storms now are poised to move into the metro. Wanted to point out this feature. Look at this wind gust. You see that? Follow my finger here. That line, that green line that you see, that's the leading edge wind gust that's pushing out away from the storm, and that is capable of producing some wind damage. You can see all these little snapped trees. That indicates wind damage. These are wind gusts that are severe, and also some very heavy rain that has already pushed through. The storm has a long history, and it's about to make some more history as well as it pushes through the metro. Emily Rittman, never shying away from thunderstorms, is in the midst of it right now in Atchison. Emily, what do you see up there?
Well, Gary, I think you'll see it here in just a moment. What we're seeing is a lot of lightning. These flashes almost seem constant here in Atchison. And here in Atchison, a severe thunderstorm warning just expired at 10 p.m. And wind gusts have been an issue up here as well. Some up to 60 miles per hour, and even penny-sized hail were possible. We are right now near 7 Highway, and again, we're seeing those steady flashes of lightning, strong winds along with rain, and some pooling of the water on some of the roadways here, and damage to roofs, siding, and trees is possible as the storm continues to move through. And this is the same cell that has also been impacting Weston and Smithville, and we are going to stay in the storm tracker for you and continue to follow these storms as they make their way into the Kansas City metro. And we also have KCTV5 crews who are going to be working through the overnight hours to keep you weather aware. So stay with us, stay with Gary on air and online. Back to you.
Almost constant flashes of lightning there for a moment. Emily, you be careful, please. Thank you for that report. KCTV5 stands for you. Before you go to bed, make sure you have something that can wake you up in severe weather. If you don't have a weather radio, that KCTV5 News app will send a push alert when a warning is issued. Also, make sure you have a flashlight nearby in case you lose power. And as another round of storms moves through, residents of Excelsior Springs are still cleaning up from the last one. That's where we find KCTV5's Nathan Vickers. He continues our team coverage here tonight. Nathan?
Boy, just in the last 15 minutes, the rain has really started here in Excelsior Springs. We're at a Casey's gas station, and you can see it starting to kick up. You can see the wind and the rain hitting the parking lot and the pavement here. This is the kind of weather people in Excelsior Springs have been dreading all day, especially after those storms knocked out power for several days last week and caused a lot of damage in town.
This was Brad Randall's view 2 weeks ago, watching winds ripping through his neighborhood as rain began pouring into his house.
Basically, this half of the house all got wet and it all needs to be tore out and redone.
He's one of several homes in the neighborhood with a tarp on his roof, awaiting repairs.
All the contractor schedules are so backed up.
Some of his neighbors tacked theirs down as tonight's storms approached.
You worry about yourselves and you worry about more damage.
Tara Fowler lives a few houses down. Parts of her ceiling caved in after the last storm.
Scared right now. I've been having the panic attacks because of it, being stuck in it and then the ceiling falling on us.
But all they can do,
hopefully the tarp works,
is hope winds like these stay away tonight.
It's another day in the Midwest, and it's just the story of my life this month. So we'll just deal with it. I mean, Mother Nature, and whatever happens, we'll always be okay as long as we're safe.
And of course, we're thinking about those people right now as the rain is really coming down. Hopefully those tarps are sealing off those roofs and keeping them dry. Some of those houses on that street were damaged so badly that a couple of the residents on the street actually have had to move out of their house because their roofs were just completely gone. Reporting live in Excelsior Springs, Nathan Vickers, KCTV5 News.